What is up, DTube? What is up, Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk a little bit about attention and algos. Attention and algos. That is the topic that I want to focus on. I also want to cover entertainment and information a little bit, those two topics, because they are kind of related to this. So, why do I want to talk about attention and algos? Well, because it's going to be a big part of the modern internet. And what I mean is that how we sort of started to do things on the internet was with followers, these first social networks. You just have to get up to a high number of followers and people are gonna see you, people are gonna love you, and you only have to get a high follower count. Okay, now that is changing because companies are starting to use algorithms. We're not seeing this that much in the blockchain space at the moment, but it eventually will happen where that layer probably also will be added. What this means is that the algo will try that your followers doesn't really matter. The algo is going to decide if a piece of content is being popped up in someone's face. And for the content creators, it's going to come down to two things. That the algo is only eventually, when it gets perfected, the algo will only reward entertainment, quality content that's entertaining, that's funny, that is well done, or information, knowledge. These are the two major things that people are looking for on the internet. Either entertainment, great quality entertainment, or they want information, they want knowledge. They want to know the next token, the next blockchain, the next EOS. So in the long run, it's going to come down to who is good at satisfying the algos, and by that getting attention, and by that growing their social network. And yeah, so the reason why I want to talk about it on the Steam blockchain is because there is a sort of like a reality which I don't think most people want to hear, and that is, first, being a daily content creator, it's going to take a lot of time from a person to learn a craft. It's going to take years of investment of becoming good at the craft. So a person should focus on becoming good at their craft, and if they become really, really good at their craft, tokens will come. People will give you some value in return, but it really means a person needs to have, and I've talked about this in the past, a solid content strategy. That you're working on something daily, maybe 1 or 2 hours per day, to create something that you're good at, your niche, becoming a little better each day, experimenting around a little bit, but trying to grow. And the sad reality is that it's very easy to get into stagnation, and it's very easy to not try to move to solid content strategy because maybe a person is not good at creating content. When I started to create content on the internet 2007, it took me many years before I found my path in that niche, and it's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal because what makes in many ways good content is vulnerability. So that aspect is something that usually people don't want to be vulnerable, but that is also one thing that can create good content. And it's just the fact that if a person is creating daily awesome material, eventually they will be discovered. They will get attention. Because people always find good content. People always find quality stuff eventually. And eventually it's going to be proper rewarded. And that's just my view on it. And I know that it's not romantic to say that if a person really want to become good at something and really want to get paid for it, it's going to take probably many years of free work from a person, years of invested time and energy where you're not getting paid, because that's just what it takes. When we move into a global internet, it means that you're sort of competing for attention from the whole world. So it means that even though it's getting easier to do stuff in many ways, it can also be harder to gain attention. Which means that attention is really, really, really key. And attention is probably eventually going to take over advertising, because it's just more organic. Attention, like people don't want advertising. They just want the quality, right? They just want quality content. It should be so organic, so well done, that advertising is not really needed. It should be a clean experience. And the biggest aspect that I see on Steam blockchain when it comes to earning is the biggest challenge is that about finding something that you can be the best at in the world, or finding a way to express yourself, finding a way to give really, really good knowledge or entertainment. And this is very challenging because, being good at those things, it takes so much. It takes so much investment without being paid, like a long time. So, and you're also competing against people that has been already created. Oops, my battery or my storage ran out, so it hit stop recording, but I deleted some files. But what I was going to say is that you're also competing against people that has created content on the internet for 10 plus years. So that is not making it easier. That is not making it easier. So the positive thing is that when billions of humans are in a brand new economic system and they all have access to value, it means that all these views, a person very easily can get like a couple of hundred views on some random video. But right now, from those users, you're not being paid. But when every single person of those users, it doesn't have to be YouTube, it can be DTube or Steam Blockchain or any other social media place, but when every single person has easy access to reward something. So right now, people that are consuming stuff, for example, a video, many of them don't, like 99% of them don't have access to tokens, so they can't distribute value. But when every single person of them has access to that, that means that the people are basically going to reward, like every group is going to reward what they love, because it's win-win scenario on both sides. The person, the consumer, is getting so much more of what they want. They can really do a strong statement of, yes, this is what I want more of, and they give tokens to something, and then they create a positive feedback loop of they get more value, and the creator gets more value. And the reason why this system works the reason why people get confused when they look in the old fiat system and tries to compare the system, but they don't see how a model like that would work. But the reason why it works is because it's so cheap to create value now from nothing. Like, people are starting to master that everyone can make their own token or whatever. But we can see how once you have a blockchain up and running and it just creates value and value and value, it's all about just finding a great way to distribute that. And that's the big challenge, that the distribution aspect, which is going to be the major topic that people are going to talk about for years and years and years. But it is that thing that people don't like to think about, that many people don't have a solid content strategy, and many people don't maybe consider that if a person really want to make some real value, like tokens that has real world value, they really have to provide massive value. Like, they have to create more value than they're getting, which is also one of the reasons why we don't see that much value being distributed. For example, when people do comment sections, or a comment has usually less value, so it's being rewarded less. So the algos, a person really has to create amazing content these days. Really amazing content. And for me, the way I see that, most people are just going to be passive consumers and they're going to earn via staking. So many people should probably they don't have to be a content creator. Like right now with Steam blockchain, how it sort of works is a person has to post to get, if they want to get their rewards, they have to do some posts per day or some comments or use a second account. In the future, they're just going to receive their maximum value that they could got, where they can just get it via stake, without having to pretend that they are a content creator. So that's going to be nice. Like, most people are going to earn via staking, and then just the people that want to create content are going to create content, and they will be rewarded. So we're going to get the best content with the best content creators that focus on creating the best information and the best entertainment value by getting attention from people, and combining that with tokens, and then the algos will see, okay, this person is getting a lot of attention, you show that person more, and I think it's possible to create a good model from this. The reason why I think it didn't work that well on YouTube, or people are just screaming out loud to get more attention, I think that one of the big aspects why attention has gotten so bad reputation there is because, well, the consumers are not getting any value really. So you can it creates this weird passive aggressive effect where people sort of get into a scarcity mindset. But if people are in an abundant mindset on a great distribution model, eventually a token system, that I think that's going to be great. And then that attention can be a word that becomes less corrupt in the future. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that in the future. The future is all about getting attention by creating amazing content, and eventually the algos are going to enter the blockchain space, and they're only going to reward or show the world quality, the best quality content. So we're going to get amazing trending pages eventually in the future, when we have great algos and great developments on that side, where credibility and reputation becomes also bigger aspects, where it's not just about the token value that is sitting next to something. So it's about combining all of these various areas and then create a great product. It's going to take some time, because a lot of experiments needs to be run to see what is the best system, what is and it takes time to develop awesome blockchains and combining all these systems. But eventually it's going to morph into a great product, and everyone's going to win more, basically. So yeah, have a great day, DTube. Have an awesome day, Steam blockchain. Bye bye.